Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler V series of videos I do for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I did a review of a variation of this product a little while ago, and I posted it up. I'll certainly mention that when I'm doing this review, but until then, we'll get there. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck, I'm wearing grody work clothes. That means I was on my way home from work, and I found some shit to review for you. That is definitely the case in this particular instance. I got off work about half an hour ago, and I went over there and I was like, you know what? Got to stop off at the gas station. Let's stop off at the gas station. Started perusing around the gas station, as I've been known to do. And sure enough, I ran into a thing, and I was like, oh, it's a thing, and it's related to that other thing I just reviewed literally last week. So, what is it? What am I reviewing for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Like I said, it is related to another thing. We'll call it a cousin, because we're reviewing, let's see if I can get a thing. Boom, it's this. It is Doritos Dinamita sticks. Yeah, Doritos Dinamita sticks, hot honey mustard flavor. I went over there, I reviewed the spicy queso version of these literally just a week ago. It's already up on on my YouTube page and everything like that. So if you happen to be interested in knowing what that flavor is, at least my opinion. But I figured we'll try out some hot honey mustard, or some, yeah, hot honey mustard. Can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha! Sure. Crunchy sticks exploding with tangy mustard flavor and hot honey kick. Yeah, okay. And these are on the medium. So it has like this dynameter bullshit thing. And it's like, well, okay, but I've not run into one that isn't medium. So I don't know, maybe they're planning for like some ghost pepper ones or whatever, but so far I've just found the medium ones. Okay. Looks like that. Just try one to start. Damn, son. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, it's got that hot mustard flavor going. I'm down with that a lot. Okay. So here's the thing. Comes to mustard, I'm a little bit with it. I'm not a big fan of just straight yellow mustard. In certain instances, I'm good with it. Certain sandwiches and such. I do like honey mustard, though. Big fan of honey mustard. And I also like some of like the more artisanal like hot mustards, the ones that like actually carry some of that mustard heat. This basically does both of those things. So like I'm actually a big fan of this. And the heat is actually so much so, and mind you, it's not like really hot, but like kind of the sensation of it. And if I'm not mistaken, because it reminds me a little bit almost of like a similar sensation like a horseradish kind of thing, where you almost get it in your sinuses just a little bit. And if I'm not mistaken, I think horseradish is, like, I know it's like a root, but I think maybe it's like kind of related to mustard or some shit. I don't know, I may be just talking out my butt on that one. But, yeah, man, I expected it to be really flavorful because the last ones that I did were really flavorful, but I was not expecting to get like that hit the way that I did. Now, there is definitely like a horseradish kind of sensation. That wasn't just like a one-off. These are really good, man. I like these a lot. They're tangy, they're zesty, they got a little bit of a kick. Only thing that I think would have made these a little bit better, for me personally, I think if they leaned into that mustard kick a little bit more. If they would have gone over there, it doesn't have to be quite to like the level of, say, like, wasabi peas or something like that. But I think if they just leaned into that a little bit more, it would have been perfect for me. I understand why they didn't, because at the end of the day, they're not just selling to Brandon Wenzel. I mean, if they'd like to. I have flavor ideas and shit. Give me a call, Doritos. We'll talk. But they're obviously trying to sell to the masses, and you gotta, you can give a little kick and stuff like that, but you gotta work it out for people. So, but these are definitely really good. I think the mustard flavor is nice. I like and the thing is, like I said, like it is a nice, like, honey mustard flavor, but then there's also just that heat with it, and it's really cool. I really like these a lot. Yeah. 100% down with these. I think these are fantastic. Yeah. Alright. Well, shit. Texture-wise and everything, they're nice. They're kind of like a crunchy little, like they're shaped like little fries, and they're just crunchy, and they don't break apart in a way that hurts the top of your mouth or anything like that. I'm just trying to kind of, go through what I can go through in terms of my overall experience. But I mean, the main thing is just the flavor, and the flavor is really, it's Doritos. Doritos typically is going to have good flavor, but the flavor is really there. I think they nailed it with what they were aiming for, and honestly, it was surprising to me how much I liked them. So, two questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Absolutely, and more or less, yes. For me, these hit. I have the other ones, the spicy queso ones, were good in their own way. I didn't dislike them, but they did take me a little while to get through. Typically, like, I'll wolf through some snacks, especially it's been really cold lately, so like I haven't been leaving the house as much. So usually snacks go pretty quickly. Those lasted a few days because they were good, but I kind of paced myself with them. With these, I fear that the bag will be gone by the end of the day. Albeit, they are genuinely pretty filling, so there is that to contend with. For me, they're definitely, I love them. For other people, I think they're really good. I think the level of flavor is great. I think they give the right amount of zing, and again, just like that nice kind of zesty heat to it. Again, it kind of tickles your sinuses a little bit. I think they're great. But not everybody is going to. I could see these being somewhat divisive. For one thing, you got to be into sort of the honey mustard flavor, and then again, you also have that almost kind of horseradishy aspect. It's not going to be for everybody. But what I would recommend, if you run into them, try them. Now, they only come in these bigger bags. Like, I haven't run into any smaller bags yet. So what I would suggest, if I can make a suggestion, if I could be so bold on my own damn channel, if you are maybe a little on the fence about them, get them with a group of friends. Because it is a big bag, you don't want to waste them or anything like that. But I would imagine, you go over there, you share it amongst, like, 3 or 4 people. I would imagine that there's going to be at least 1 or 2 people who are probably going to be into this. And so then, if you're not, there you go. But I think, really, just in terms of the overall, I think they nailed it on these. So, I think they're good. Anyway. 5 things for a guy. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there and have yourselves a truly honey mustard-tastic rest of your life. Because, I didn't, like, as a kid, man, I basically wouldn't eat mustard. Just wasn't into it. And it wasn't until my dad went over there and brought home some honey mustard, and he was like, no, try this one. And I was like, all right, old man, we'll give it a try. And I fucking loved it. And I was like, yes, let's have honey mustard all the time. And he's like, no. Sometimes we're going to have other mustard. It's like, fair. But, aside from that, folks, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always going to be the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and bullshit. Even when we have delicious, hot honey mustard, snacks to go over there and make our day a little bit better. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, That's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're not a honey mustard person, right? Maybe you're like, no, I am not eating hot honey mustard Helen, and I refuse to eat honey mustard. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to go over there and, but maybe you're over there, you're walking, someday, maybe you're not fully paying attention, we all tend to be on our phones. Maybe car just nearly misses you as you're about to cross the street. Now you're over there, you've got a new lease on life, you're kind of thinking about things differently. Maybe you need to be a little bit more fluid. Maybe you can go over there, loosen up a little bit. Maybe you go over there, maybe you try some hot honey Doritos Dinamita sticks, and maybe you still don't like them because realistically, if you didn't like, honey mustard before, you're probably not going to suddenly like it just because you had a near-death experience. I don't know, maybe it will. Maybe it changes your taste buds or something like that. I mean, I've had a couple instances in my life where it was like, that came a little bit too close, but I don't think it ever changed my personal preferences for eating stuff. But maybe you're different. Bye.